Okay, so there's really nothing to talk about today. I'm gonna just do a video that I think you guys might be interested in. If you're a video game soundtrack collector or just like video game music in general, and like to own physical media that pertains to soundtracks of video games, then this might be up your alley. If not, oh well, I'm gonna talk about it because I think it's cool, and finally this game is getting an official soundtrack that is really, really comprehensive, and it's getting two different releases. And there's also another soundtrack set I do want to touch on towards the end of the video, but that's gonna be like super quick because it's only one release. It's one comprehensive release of this, and that'll be really quick. But let's get into what the meat and potatoes of this video is gonna be about. So if you guys remember when a couple years ago, when Kirby and the Forgotten Lands came out for the Nintendo Switch, I streamed it. And I was really enjoying the game and really liked the presentation of it, the music, all that stuff. And I believe I made a comment stating that I wish it had an official soundtrack so I could like own it and listen to it and put it on my phone and jam to it in the car when I'm driving to conventions or just out going to the flea market, whatever, in the car. Because I do have some video game music on my phone because I do like to listen to some video game music while my wife is driving. So that is something I do enjoy. So I was really bummed within like a year or so after the release of Kirby and the Forgotten Land, which is a fantastic game by the way, um, that it never got a soundtrack release either in America or Japan. And I thought that was weird, especially in Japan, because Japan gets a crap ton of video game soundtracks that we never get. Like, they got a Kirby 64 soundtrack when that came out on the N64. I mean, they got a bunch of really cool soundtracks. I have a few, quite a few Japanese soundtracks in my collection, but that's beside the point. Anyway, so I've always been bummed that Kirby and the Forgotten Land never got a soundtrack release. Well, that's about to change in the next 5, 6 months, depending on if the release date changes. And I'm going to show you guys this. I'm going to hide myself real quick. So I'll be back. Boom. But here we go. Okay. That's not the one I want. That's the wrong one. This is the one I wanted. Let me expand this for you guys so you guys can kind of see it here. And I can interact with it. That's good enough. That's good enough. Let me interact with this bad boy. Okay. So as you guys can see, hopefully, there is a complete soundtrack set coming out for Kirby and the Forgotten Land, or Kirby Discovery is what's called in Japan. But this set looks really freaking cool. And this is a site called CD Japan. I've never heard of it, but I've looked into them. They seem pretty reputable. So, and this is the only place I can find that is actually selling it. Surprisingly, PlayAsia isn't taking pre-orders on it yet. They might. If they do, I'll wait a little bit before I do it here. But if they do, I prefer to do PlayAsia because I've bought a ton of stuff from PlayAsia. But I think this is pretty reputable. But anyway, so here we go. So you get a bunch of cool stuff here. I don't know if it'll let me click the next arrow when it's, but here's the outer box. I'm assuming that's the outer box. Back of the outer box, right there. And then The four CDs. Yes, it's 4 CDs. But that's thinking that's every single track in the game. Plus, I believe it has even like some remixes and sound effects from the game. So you're getting a really comprehensive set with all this music. And you're getting this. I don't know if it comes in this frame, but if it does, that looks really cool. I love that artwork. It's so cool looking. You get that. You get these postcards. I forget what they call them, but I think they're basically postcards. But there's another shot of the. That's why I think it's actually framed, or it might just be this part, just this right here, this whole thing right here. But I'm not sure. But scrolling down, you can see like all the tracks. Like it's insane how many tracks it is. But the problem is, it's pretty damn expensive. Like it's like almost $100, or probably $100 after like shipping and tax and all that. Really, I don't care because I love collecting video game soundtracks. If it's a game I loved, then I want to get a soundtrack for it to enjoy the music to it. So, like, to me, it's worth it. And also, it looks like it's limited release. So, this might only be the only way for us Americans and other people outside of Japan to get it. You can order it from HAL Laboratories' website. You can pre-order it from them directly if you live in Japan. They do not ship internationally on HAL Laboratories' like website that I saw in that article. If I can find that article again, because I looked at it on my phone, if I can find the actual article that talked about it with HAL Laboratories' website, if you're in Japan, you want to order it directly from them, I'll try to find a link in the description and put it in there so you guys can go order it directly. But for us Americans and other people around the world that don't live in Japan that want to order this seems to be the only reliable way to do it that I found. So there's that release. Now, this next release is coming out around the same time, September 13th, as you can see. But this is the sound selection. Now, what this is a very condensed version of that soundtrack. And I would prefer to have like the 4 disc one because it's a more complete set. But if you just want like the main music and stuff, I guess like the main levels and tracks and all that, I'm pretty sure that's what this is. Like it has the title screen ready to go. I think they got all these names from the actual like sound test menu that's actually in the game. So this is probably all the sound test stuff right here, is what I would guess. I'm not sure because I haven't played the game in forever, but I don't remember how many tracks are in there. But there is that as well. And I don't know where you can get this one specifically because it's CD Japan looks like they're only selling the limited edition 4 disc one. So I'm not sure where this one is available at. If I can find one to pre-order or buy, I'll put in the description as well. But now I'm gonna pause the video to pull up the last soundtrack I wanted to talk about. Or I should say the last soundtrack set I wanted to talk about. Alrighty, so I got it pulled up. Now, like I said, I'm just gonna use CD Japan. I'm not sure if this is the only place to get this soundtrack, but this looks pretty cool too. And this is the music from Contra. Bonus special CD music from Rocket Knight Adventure as well, which is kind of weird, I guess, but like I guess it makes sense because it's still a Konami game, and I'm pretty sure the same like sound company from Konami did the music for Rocket Knight as well. That's the only reason I can think that they would do this. But that's what it kind of looks like. Like it comes in this big, cool little box. I love the way that looks. That's gonna look super cool on my shelf when this comes out. This comes out in May, so I'll probably pre-order this one first because it comes out fairly soon. But it literally has like every single Contra music from like Operation Galuga, the new one, which I still haven't decided if I want to get the collector's edition of that or not. I have to like the middle of this month, so let me know if you guys think I should get the limited edition from Limited Run. It's like 170 bucks. So I don't know. I didn't love the demo of it, but I, the collector in me wants to get it, but I just don't want to spend the money on it really. But anyway, then you get Contra Operation, Source Retro Remix, Contra Spears MIDI arrangement. I don't know what the hell that is. It probably sounds pretty cool. The Contra Arcade and Famicom, the Contra MSX, Contra and Contra Arrangement, whatever that is. I didn't know Contra and MSX released, to be honest. And you get Super Contra, then Super Contra Family Computer. I guess it has a different chipset, maybe. I don't know. Then Contra Hardcore, then Contra Spirits, Contra Dual Spirits, which is Dual Spirits, I believe, is Contra 4. Shin Contra, which is Neo Contra, I think. Or Shin Contra is Contra Shattered Soldier, and then Neo Contra is like, I forget what it's called. I believe it's still called like Contra and Neo, and basically the two PS2 games. I'm not sure. I've never played them. I don't know how good they are. But there's that. And then there's Hardcore Uprising, I believe that's the WiiWare game, I believe. Or that, not that WiiWare game, the Xbox game, the WiiWare game is Contra Rebirth. And that's on here as well. But I'm not sure what I remember hearing about Hardcore Uprising, but it's like a spiritual successor to Contra Hardcore, I think. But I'm not positive on what exactly it was released on. But this basically has every single version of Contra music you could ever want on this soundtrack set, and that's why I really want to pre-order this as well. Now, full disclosure, I'm gonna have to probably use Patreon support. So if my Patreon supporters are watching this, if you guys have any issues with me doing pre-orders like this for personal stuff in my collection, let me know before I do this, because I don't want to use the money if you guys have an issue with that. Most of you guys don't. Most of you guys just say do whatever, because I will do an unboxing of it anyway, of either the Contra or the Kirby set. My wife said she would buy the Kirby set because she likes Kirby, and so like she might buy me that set for the both of us, but really it would be for me. Like, come on, I'm not stupid. I know she's doing it to save me the hassle of having to like shell out like, how much is this one? I'm not even sure how much this is. Okay, this was about $80. That's more reasonable, but you're getting more stuff with Kirby, I guess, because you're getting those postcards and all that stuff. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm super pumped about these releases, and I just want to do a video talking about them because I didn't see anyone talking about these when I sold the article, and it was from like a week ago. So it's it's fairly recent, but it's not like super recent. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to do a video talking about this stuff because I'm interested in it. There might be people out there that might be interested in it that are fans of Contra or fans of Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. or land, whatever. I always pluralize that for some reason. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys find it informative. Like I said, I'll leave links in the description for CD Japan. If I can find the original website where you can pre-order it from Japan directly. If you live there, only if you live there. I want to stress that again. If you live in Japan, you can order Kirby for this set or the Sound Selection disc from HAL Laboratories website. But if you don't, you have to find some other website like CD Japan or wait for it to come out and import it from eBay. But I wouldn't do that because eBay prices would probably be like $150, $160, knowing how people are. So just be forewarned that if you wait, you will have to deal with like exorbitant prices probably because imported people will either import it, US sellers import and then jack up the price, or just buying directly from someone from Japan and then shipping is like $20 to $30. So pick your poison, like whatever you want to do. That's up to you. I'll give you guys options. Like I said, if I can find the stuff while the video is uploading, I'll put the links below in the description. If not, at least I broke down the websites I was able to find them at CD Japan. That's where I would go to. If you want to wait for PlayAsia, more power to you. I don't, at this juncture, I don't think they're going to get a pre-order for it because they might for Contra, but for Kirby, with how close the pre-order window is at the end of May or middle of May, I don't think they're going to, but they might. Like I said, I'll hold out like a couple more weeks, and then if I don't see anything, I'll probably just have my wife pre-order it, or I'll just do it. I don't know. I don't care as long as I get it somehow, so I can do an unboxing of it for you guys and actually show it off. Because I don't think there'll be a lot of unboxings of this thing since no one's really talking about it. But yeah, that'll do it for me today. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Peace.